This is Impact Wrestling Hard to Kill 2023 full show results video, and the show started with a 6-way X Division match between Mike Bailey vs Angels vs Yuya Uemura vs Bhupinder Gujjar vs Kushida and Mike Jackson, and the result of this match was Kushida won the match by submission when he applied armbar on Angels. The next match happened between Trey Miguel vs Black Taurus for the X Division Championship, and the result of this match was Trey Miguel defeated Black Taurus by pinfall to retain the X Division Championship. Then we saw that the whole roster comes to pay tribute to Don West, and the show was dedicated to Don West, and the locker room gathered on stage for a moment of silence. Then we saw a Full Metal Mayhem match between Josh Alexander vs Bully Ray for the Impact World Championship. The match was going very awesome and violent, and during the match, Alexander's wife ran in pleading to stop the violence. Bully Ray was going to hit her in the head with a trash can, so she low-blowed him in the groin, and then hit a DDT. Alexander set up a flying splash off a ladder onto Bully through a table, and then applied the ankle lock, and Bully Ray tapped out, and Josh Alexander successfully retained the Impact World title. The next match happened between Motor City Machine Guns vs Bullet Club vs the Major Players vs Heath and Rhino in a fatal 4-way for the Impact World Tag Team Championship, and the result of this match was Motor City Machine Guns won the match by pinfall when they hit Dirt Bomb on Chris Bay, and retained the Impact Tag Team titles. Then we saw the return of Frankie Kazarian, and he comes to the ring and announced he has signed a multi-year contract with Impact Wrestling. The next match happened between Joe Hendry vs Moose for the Impact Digital Media Championship, and Moose won the match, and titled when he hits a low blow, but the referee didn't see that and then hits a spear. After the match, Moose gets into a confrontation with Santino Marella, and he's the brand new director of the Authority. Marella informs us that this match will restart, and this time Joe Hendry hits the standing ovation finishing move to pick up the victory and gets back the digital media title. Then we saw a fatal 4-way match between Diana Perazzo vs Masha Slamovich vs Taylor Wilde vs Killer Kelly to become the #1 contender for the Impact Knockouts World Championship, and Masha Slamovich won the match by pinfall and become the #1 contender for Knockout Championship. Then we saw a Falls Count Anywhere match between Rich Swann vs Steve Maclin, and the result of this match was Steve Maclin defeated Rich Swann by pinfall when Maclin connects with the Kia on the ramp to pick up the victory. The next match happened between Eddie Edwards vs Jonathan Gresham, and the result of this match was Eddie Edwards defeated Jonathan Gresham by pinfall after hitting the Boston Knee finishing move. Post-match, lights went off, and when it came, PCO was inside the ring, and he attacked Eddie Edwards. In the main event of the show, we saw Jordynne Grace vs Mickie James in a title versus career match for the Impact Knockouts World Championship, and the result of this match was Mickie James defeated Jordynne Grace by pinfall, and becomes the new Impact World Knockout Champion, and after the match, she celebrated her victory with her fellows, and the show goes off air.